Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you the next episode. No, I have not forgotten about the tournament, and no, the tournament is not going to stop just because Smash Bros. Is out. We're going to continue this tournament all the way through till it's done. That's the plan since the beginning, and that plan's not changing. So, yeah, welcome to the DLC tournament. If you are new, real quick, couple rules I want you to follow. One, vote per person, so you only get one vote. The way you vote is down in the comments by simply typing the name of the character for today's matchup, and we'll get to that matchup in a second. Otherwise, you've probably seen either by the title of the video or the thumbnail in the video, so you already know the characters, but I'll go over those characters in a second. And the way I want you to vote is simply by just whoever you want, irregardless of how, whatever you think the character is. If they're an assist trophy, if they're a spirit, if they're a Pokeball, if they're a background character, it doesn't matter. Even with what Reggie just said at the Game Awards, none of that matters. This is a for fun tournament. So, who do you personally want between the two characters in today's matchup? That's who I want you to vote for. Pretty simple. Alright, and then double elimination tournament, so a character has to lose twice before they get officially eliminated. And then if there's a tie in the voting, we will, flip a coin and just move on from there. Easiest way to break the tiebreaker. So, we start off these episodes by going over the results from last week. Last week's results were from Steve from Minecraft taking on Lloyd Irving from the Tales of series. And I really thought that was going to be an interesting one, and it actually turned out to be pretty interesting. So, it's up here. Real quick, sorry to a few people, because you probably are not going to believe these results, honestly. I know there's a few Steve fans out there in my comment section. I know who you are. Umbreon, I see you. At least you voted for Steve, so I would assume you're a fan. But Steve lost. Lloyd Irving beat Steve. Yeah, I was shocked, honestly. I avoided Lloyd Irving in the matchup personally. And if you can hear music in the background, Smash Bros. Is on. I'm playing it when I'm not making videos, and when I'm making videos. But yeah, I was completely shocked. Lloyd Irving won 62 votes to 36. And I mean, if you don't believe me, I guess you could tally them up yourself if you want. But yeah, Lloyd won. I was shocked. Like I said, I voted for Lloyd, but I still expected Steve to win. Didn't happen. I was legitimately shocked when I came up with the final tallies. There's quite a bit of people, though, that said, there's a lot of people, for a lot of characters that are like, I either really like this character or I really hate this character. And that's kind of what I got the vibe of down in the comment section when I was tallying up the votes. Quite a bit of people just don't like Steve or don't think he fits the style of Smash, and I can understand that. But so Lloyd moves on, but don't worry, Steve is not out of the tournament. If you are in fact a Steve Minecraft fan, he just goes to the loser bracket, which he will be taking on. He'll be taking on Isaac, and that matchup will come up on Wednesday, so we'll see Steve again very soon. So if Steve loses again, he will be done, but that's for Wednesday's episode. So we got to go to today's episode, which is going to be our 13th seed, Elma, taking on her 26th seed, Mach Rider. Mach Rider just came off a win against Slime, and Elma came off a loss against, let me see real quick. Elma, where you at? Elma lost to Banjo-Kazooie pretty badly, but I guess that's kind of expected. But anyway, let's get into the results, or not the results, but let's get into the matchup. Elma or Mach Rider. Again, keep in mind that just because Reggie said that DLC is going to be characters that are from unrepped series, don't just disregard Elma as like, okay, that's not going to happen. Pretty sure there's a Mach Rider spirit, so, I mean, going by what Reggie said, none of these characters are going to happen. But this is still a tournament that's for fun, just to see who you would personally want for DLC. Because, look, I know characters that I want are not going to be DLC, but I'm still going to vote for them. I'd still like to see them as DLC. There you go. But Elma, so Xenoblade, there's a lot of hype behind her going into before Smash Ultimate's release, before we knew the entire full base roster of the game, that Xenoblade was going to get a new character itself. A lot of, kind of back and forth. A lot of people were expecting Rex or Rex and Pyro or Rex and Pyro Mithra somehow, some combination like that to be a playable fighter. Well, turns out he wasn't. Ended up Rex missed the cut. Sakurai told us in that November direct. He was just too new to get added, so he's ended up being a me outfit. But I still think that they could have just saved him for DLC. It's a character people knew. He could have taken the place of Piranha Plant for the free DLC. That's just my opinion on something. Nothing against Piranha Plant, because I'm actually excited to kind of play as him. But once it was kind of split between Rex, Pyra, or Elma. Elma's had a lot of backers in my tournaments. She's been in a lot of matches. She's won quite a few. She's had quite a bit of upsets actually too in my tournaments. So Elma's definitely got quite a bit of support. From a franchise that is up and coming and making a big name for itself, on a Nintendo console, and Nintendo just continues to add IPs to their growing, just huge gaming icons. I'm not saying that Elma's not quite a gaming icon, but Nintendo's just got the deepest history in terms of characters and franchises, and they just keep adding, and they keep bringing out characters like Elma, for example. A lot of people are attached to her. I can see why. She's a pretty neat character. I would love to have Elma in the game, honestly. I played Xenoblade. Was that one on the Wii U? Yeah, on the Wii U. I don't know. I just think, and Xenoblade is a franchise as well. I truly believe Xenoblade deserves a second rep, and I kind of would say, 2 reps would be good for now until, the franchise kind of continues to grow. So I was a little bit let down when, we didn't get any more Xenoblade reps. I still love Shulk. Shulk's one of my main characters I play as. I would have loved to have had Rex, or Rex and Pyra, or Rex, Pyra, Mithra, some combination like that, or Elma. I really wanted another Xenoblade. I thought the franchise kind of deserved it, so didn't happen, but who knows what the future holds for DLC. Who knows? But Rex's opponent, or not Rex, Elma's opponent, Mach Rider. Mach Rider, another, always got to say it when you talk about Mach Rider, and a few other characters, would be great as that retro rep, but I'm pretty sure there's got to be a Mach Rider spirit somewhere out there, right? I haven't seen all the spirits, haven't seen the list, but I gotta say there's a Mach Rider spirit somewhere. So, I guess he's kind of repped in a way for the game, so I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter what Reggie said for this tournament. But, so Mach Rider. A lot of people got to know him through the Grinch leak. A lot of people were like, alright, cool, Mach Rider on a bike. How does moveset work? Actually, Mach Rider is a female. That is a fact. There's pictures out there that prove it. And I always thought Mach Rider was a male, honestly, but I got proven wrong with that. But Mach Rider, again, would be a great retro rep. But in terms of DLC, I don't think Mach Rider would sell that well. Between these two, that's another point I'd look at. Between these two, who do I think might sell better as well? Yeah, Elma would sell way better. There's not a lot of people, especially newer gamers now today, that even know who Mach Rider is, or what Mach Rider is, or what Mach Rider's game is about. So, in terms of DLC and pushing sales for that, Mach Rider's not really up there. I'd love it because you could have your first actual character that drives around on a bike, make the bike a part of the moveset. He's got these chain guns up at the front. Of course, you can make them some futuristic magic bullets, so they're not realistic, kind of tone it down and fit the style smash a bit more. You could use the bike, have a wheelie, kind of just flip the bike over. I don't know. You could do stuff with the bike for the moveset, which would make Mach Rider itself very unique. I would love to see that. But I think even Mach Rider was considered at one point for the roster for, I want to say it was Melee, because I think Masahiro Sakurai thought the name was just funny, so considered it, but never ultimately got in. But yeah, for this one, let's just get to the voting. Personally, this one is easier for me. I'd much rather have Elma, so Elma, there we go. Much rather, I'm voting for Elma. This one's an easy one for me. I like Elma as the character way better, so easy for me. Elma gets my vote. So, yeah, that leaves the one question. Who you got, Elma or Mach Rider? Again, vote down in the comments by typing the name of Elma or Mach Rider, whoever you prefer. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this one, but we'll show you a sneak peek for tomorrow. So we'll get the results for tomorrow's matchup, which is going to be Master Chief taking on No, that's tomorrow's matchup. Tomorrow's matchup is Master Chief taking on Generation 8 Pokemon. That should be interesting. A third party that a lot of people think will never, ever, ever, ever happen because he's on a different console, but it's all for fun. We're here for fun. And then the results for tomorrow we'll get is Geno taking on Paper Mario, the Mario RPG games. Two legends kind of going at it. So that should be interesting to see for that as well. Anyway, that is pretty much going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as usual. And hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.